Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Ollie and this is a match preview for Mansfield away in League 2. Before we get into this video, as always, I'm going to ask you to drop a like on the video, leave your potential lineups and scoreline predictions in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of new subscribers, massive welcome to you all and a massive thank you for subscribing. Honestly means the world for your continued support. We're going to get straight into it though. Mansfield won on the opening day of the season. They played at home against Bristol Rovers, winning 2-1. They left it very late though in a bit of a dominant performance. A 90th minute penalty from Danny Johnson to get them all 3 points. Quite county-esque, I feel. But their 2-1 win on the opening day of the season. They did lose 3-0 to Preston in the Carabao Cup, but it doesn't really mean much at this stage of the season. The manager of Mansfield then is Nigel Clough, or Nigel Clough, debated if you want. He's been there for coming up to a year now. I believe it was November 2020 he took over. He's aiming for promotion or the playoffs. I think the bookies have him around, 7th to mid-table. But Mansfield is always a bit of a tricky one to predict because whenever they look like they're going to get playoffs, they always end up in the bottom half of the table. It's a bit weird, but hopefully Clough will get them over the line. Mansfield do have a few injury concerns. Elliot Hewitt and Harry Charlesley are both being assessed, and this is going to be a bit of a late decision over whether they play or not, and whether they make it into the starting lineup. The one to watch then is Danny Johnson, who I did mention a few seconds ago. Signed for free from Leyton Orient in the summer. He scored 22 goals in 54 games for Orient. Good bit of business from Mansfield, I think, and he's already off the blocks with that penalty against Bristol Rovers. So he's going to be looking to add on to his goal tally against Newport. Hopefully we have other plans. Speaking of Newport then, we obviously won 1-0 away at Oldham. The Kevin Ellison looping header is an absolute beauty to watch. I will never get tired of it. It's brilliant. And then we also won 1-0 at Ipswich in the Carabao Cup. Timmy Abraham just sticks his leg out and it just flicks off the heel. It's an absolute beauty of a goal. Glad to see him, getting some minutes and getting the goal. Hopefully it's a bit of a confidence booster for him coming into the rest of the league games. Like Mansfield, we do have a few injuries and a few doubts. Matty Dolan is definitely going to be out for this game. We was all thinking the worst when he went down against Oldham. It's come back, there's just a calf injury. And he will be back in contention for the Tranmere game next week. We've also got Courtney Baker-Richardson out. It's rumoured that it's a torn quad, which would be about 4 to 6 months if true. Flinney is being very secretive, keeping his cards close to his chest over the severity of the injury and the time frame, to keep the opposition managers guessing, and good on him. But they're Dolan and Baker-Richardson both out, obviously Courtney Senior as well. In terms of doubt then, Priestley Farquharson has taken a bit of a knock to the leg, but he should be okay. And Kevin Ellison looks like he rolled his ankle a bit against Ipswich, but he's a bit of a trooper, and he's probably going to come off the bench for the last 20-30 minutes, I'd say. So with those injuries and doubts in mind, I've tried to make a squad that doesn't include any of the lads. So I've gone with the basic 5-2-3, which we seem to be playing. Joe Day in net, the back five of Ryan Haynes, Mickey Demetriou, James Clark, Cameron Norman, who did play at right centre back at Walsall, and Aaron Lewis as the right wing back. Midfield two are Finn Azaz and Ed Upson, and then the front three of Jermaine Hilton, Robbie Wilmot and Timmy Abraham up front. Trying to keep with what we was playing at Oldham. A lot of the same players. Aaron Lewis played quite well against Ipswich. Jermaine Hilton and Wilmot on the wings will kind of overchange a bit, but it just gives us another attacking outlet. And obviously Timmy Abraham, hoping he carries on his form in this game. In terms of scoreline prediction then, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Mansfield is always a difficult place to go to. Always seems like we draw with them. Always seem to be drawn with them. And, you know, Dolan missing is a massive thing. So I'm going to be a bit humble and say a 1-1 draw. But what's your guys' predictions? As always, I want them in the comments below. It's great to see so many comments on every video. It's really uplifting and motivating. Do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you for the next match preview, whenever that may be. But as always, my name's been Ollie, and up the county. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie.